Hello everyone. Today we have the review of the Hisense 55U7HQ television. The U7HQ is a model with ULED technology, and we have it available in two different sizes, 65 and 55 inch, which is the one we have here today. The TV has an ADS panel with ULED technology, with a refresh rate of 120 Hz, a color depth of 8 bits and a 4K UHD resolution of 3840 by 2160 pixels. In addition to this, it includes HDR10, HLG, HDR10+ and Dolby Vision to improve the treatment of HDR in the image. As for the brightness, it offers us 400 nits on average, with peaks of up to 600 nits. For gamers, the TV is very well prepared. We start with the inclusion of two HDMI 2.1 ports with 120 Hz to get the most out of the latest generation consoles and get to activate technologies such as VRR for variable refresh rate and ALLM, the automatic low latency mode. In addition, thanks to this and the Game Mode Pro mode included in the TV, which has the AMD FreeSync Premium system, we will get an input lag of less than 20 milliseconds. As for audio, we have a dual speaker of 10 watts each, making a total of 20 watts, fully compatible with Dolby Atmos. It comes with the operating system Smart TV Vita U6.0, with a multitude of applications and with Google and Alexa assistants integrated into the TV itself. As for connections, it has two HDMI 2.0, two HDMI 2.1, and we also have two USB ports, one of them 3.0, optical audio output and headphone mini jack 3.5mm, Ethernet port RJ45, and as for non-physical connectivity, we have Bluetooth 5.0 and dual-band Wi-Fi to 2 with 4 and 5 GHz. Finally, we can find it at a very attractive price for a television of this size, ULED, and with the features you have seen. The controller has a weight of 141 grams, and in terms of measurements it is 21 centimeters high, 4.5 centimeters wide and approximately 2 centimeters thick. First of all, the first thing that struck me about the controller is that it is too big, or at least too long. This means that if we hold the controller in a normal way we can't reach the top buttons, and if we hold it too high we can't reach the bottom buttons. In great part this happens because a great majority of the controller is occupied by these buttons here of direct accesses to different applications. As you can see, we have shortcuts for almost everything, which seems to me quite useless. I think it's good that they use buttons to put shortcuts to the most used applications, but to put a shortcut to ultrahd player, to Mattel or to the NBA channel seems to me that it is not very well optimized. The two buttons of the operating system life are a bit too much for me since they can be accessed from other buttons on the controller, and the Deezer button doesn't seem particularly useful either. I personally would have left Disney, Movistar, Prime Video, YouTube, Netflix, and if you want Rakuten, and that way you make 6 buttons with 2 rows. Much more optimized, and we would have lowered the measurement control. In this case, as you see, because at the top we have all the shortcuts. In the central part we find the wheel to move through the menus along with the back button and the exit button. Then we have the two typical side buttons, one for volume and one for channels. In the center we have the home button along with the direct access to the voice assistant or mute the TV, and below the typical number buttons. The television has a total weight with the stand of 15.3 kilos, and as for the measures, the panel makes 1.22 m wide, 70 centimeters and a half high, and about 6.5 centimeters wide. If we add the stand, it is 77 centimeters high. As you can see, it has practically no frame and is super well achieved. We only have a small frame at the bottom where we find the Hisense logo. The stand is quite sturdy and supports and stabilizes the TV well. It does not give a feeling of fragility or that it can fall at any time. In addition, it is quite aesthetic and with a modern design. As for the quality of the screen, I give it a high pass. It goes ahead that for what it is worth the television is very well. The image has a very good black level. It is quite deep and dark. In addition, the colors are very vivid and give a great contrast. This is where the ULED panel is most noticeable. The Game Mode Pro works very well and I have noticed practically no latency or anything like that. It has always been quite smooth. I played with the PS5 connected to the HDMI 2.1 and the truth is that the experience has been very good. As for the smart TV options, the truth is that they are pretty basic. In the store there is practically nothing interesting to download and everything is practically pre-installed. At the top we have the basic settings options and on the main screen of the smart TV we can move through the applications, as well as see a large section of recommendations for each of them, especially video on demand. As I said before, we will be able to choose both Google Home and Alexa and the same native Hisense system as a voice assistant. In short, we have a more than decent TV, with very good size, many possibilities and very versatile in general. It is a great option for a not very demanding audience or looking for a good performance. For example, for gaming and at an affordable price. Well guys, this has been all about the Hisense 55U7HQ TV. As always, if the video has been useful, do not forget to leave me a like, which is super important, as well as subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell to not miss anything. As for me, that's all. As always, a pleasure and until the next video.